Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today we are going to focus on seated exercises. So we're going to be strictly confined to a chair the whole time, so you don't need to get up or move around at all. No equipment necessary, just your water bottle to grab and drink some water as needed. And let's get into it. So we're going to start off with some feet exercises. So we'll just start off simply by bringing up the toes. All right, so you're going to keep your heels down. And we're just going to raise the toes up. So today's little routine will consist of some exercises, seated exercises of course, and stretching. So a little bit of everything, about 20 minutes give or take. And now let's raise the heels. Right, so the toes are down now, and you're raising the heels up and down. Trying to lift the heels as high up as you can. And now back to the toes. So now the heels are down and we're raising the toes up. Back to the heels. So now just lifting the heels up and down. And whatever you want to do with your upper body's fine. Arms, doesn't matter. Wherever you want to place your hands and arms is totally fine. Okay, so now you're gonna rock between the two moves. So you're gonna do toes, heels, toes, heels. So you have to think a little bit. You have to coordinate with your body to raise the heels up at the same time, then lower the heels, raise the toes up, and then just go back and forth once you develop a rhythm. So we're working on a little bit of ankle strength and mobility. Right? The strength to lift up the toes and then raise the heels. Ankle strength, ankle stability. And so now we're going to get a little fancy. You're going to have to think even more. So you're going to have to do two different moves with each side of your body. So we'll slow it down. We're going to do heel up on one. Let's do our right leg. Heel up, then the toes up on the other leg. So I have my toes up on my left, my heel up on my right. Switch. So now you drop, heel up on your left, right? So raising the heel up on the left side. Now you're raising the toes on the right side. And then drop and switch. So now the heel is up on the right, toes up on the left. And you shift again. So right heel down, toe up, left toe down, heel up, and then go back and forth. Again, you have to think and slow down. Try to break it into moves where you come down flat and now you have to think which foot is doing what, because they're both doing the opposite of each other. So if you want to break it down into small moves where one is moving at a time, that's okay. You can pick your right foot and do the toe up first, doesn't matter. Then all you know is the left foot needs to do the opposite of the right. And then you switch. So now my left toe is up, that means to you the right heel comes up. Right toe up, that means left heel up. And again, you can just slow things down. But if you're able to, and you're able to coordinate and think and move simultaneously, you got a lot of coordination going on between both sides. And it's interesting when you have to tell the left and right side to do opposite actions. So you really do have to coordinate and think. All right, enough of that. Moving on. Relax in your chair, lean back, one leg out. Now if you can, try to keep your legs straight. So now you're getting some muscle strength in your quad. So we're gonna work on strength here, keeping that foot or that leg fully extended, knees locked out. Just having to hold it out and engaging your core is going to give you the strength here in the leg and the quad, strength in your core to hold out the whole leg, and now we're getting ankle movement, mobility. So a lot going on just by extending out your leg, and then you're just drawing a circle with your foot. So right, you're getting that coordination with the foot, You're getting the strength through the quad, and then of course, suck in the stomach. Suck in your belly button. Do the other foot, same thing. Lock out your leg, nice and strong and straight. Right? Mobility. Draw a circle. Try not to move the whole leg. Right? We don't want to do this. Right? Think about the toes being your paintbrush. Toes are drawing a circle. So try to keep the leg fairly still, to the best of your ability. No one's perfect, and I don't expect us to do it perfectly, but that's the challenge, right? Keeping the leg straight, drawing a circle. Now go back to that first leg that we did, and we just did clockwise. Now we're gonna do counter clockwise. So do in towards the middle, then out. Counter clockwise. Counter clockwise. And again, trying to keep your leg as still as possible, using your toes, imagining your toes being a paintbrush and you're drawing a circle. Leg is straight and stable. Other leg, extend out. Draw a circle. So you're moving the toes in, then to the outside. In, then to the outside. So now for this foot, if we're doing the left foot, technically it's clockwise, right? The left foot is moving clockwise, coming in, then going out. Whatever works. Just make sure you're doing the opposite direction from the first set that we did. All right, moving on. Good job there. Okay, so now we're gonna think about our entire leg moving up and down. And it's like we're marching in place. Now, think about keeping a tall posture. So for this, I purposefully want you to get off the chair. Okay, so I wanted to show you real quick what we're gonna get into, but now here's the posture setup. So 90-degree angle in your knees, 90-degree angle in your hips. So you're nice and straight and tall. Hips at a 90, knees at a 90. Core engaged, make sure your back isn't touching against the chair. Now we're forcing your posture to work. Suck in the stomach. Now bring the legs up. So you're gonna get your hip flexors to activate, which is fine. Your thighs are gonna work a little. Think about your core. Think about your posture. Shoulders are back. You're sitting as tall as you can. You're imagining someone's pulling your head up towards the ceiling and elongating your spine. So you are trying to keep your spine as straight as possible while moving your legs. Just up and down, switching, alternating legs every time. Keep your posture tall, tummy sucked in. All right, moving on. Good job. Okay, so now, again, you're gonna sit close to the edge of your chair. Feet are wide, okay? Toes are pointing out. Wide base of support. So you wanna make sure your feet are wide. You're sitting in the middle of your chair, not too close to the edge, right? We don't wanna fall out of our chair. And if you can, you're gonna reach for the floor and straight up. Reach for the floor and straight up. Now, if you can't quite get to the floor, that's okay. Just aim or reach for the ground, all right? And then reach and aim for the ceiling. So come down as far as you can. If you can touch the floor, great. If not, doesn't matter. We're just trying to get that flexion going of bending forward at the waist, using your core to bend you forward, right? So again, you need to suck in your stomach to help you as you bend forward and reach. And you're also using that core to sit back up and reach above your head. So you have to actively think about pulling in your belly button, sucking in your stomach, going down and up, down and up. Let's do 5 more. down, up, down, and up. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Good work. Okay, so let's work on our arms a little bit more. You can scoot back towards the back end of your chair. Arms are out. And we're going to start with some circles. Small little circles. So your arms are completely out to the side. Just moving your arms in a circle. Doesn't matter, whatever direction you want. It really doesn't matter to me. Just pick a direction and go in a circle. Now start to make a little bit of a bigger circle with your arms and your hands. Medium-sized circle. A little bit bigger. Circle, big, big, big circle. Start to get real big now. As big as you can possibly get. Now go back to small, real small, real small. Okay, now change direction. So whatever direction you're currently doing, go the opposite way. So opposite direction now, starting small. Our arms are really starting to work, which is okay. Bigger circles, medium-sized circles with our arms. A little bit bigger. Getting real big now. As big as you can possibly get. And shake it out. Ooh, good job. Okay, so now we're gonna do one arm at a time, real big circle. So just make sure you have enough room and you're not hitting the wall behind you. I need to move forward a little bit so I don't hit that bar that's right behind me. So from here, we're just gonna draw a big circle, real big, one arm at a time, and you're actually able to get a bigger range of motion now with only one arm working, because now you get to rotate and you can turn your body. So you can rotate and twist a little bit to the outside, and you're just trying to draw the biggest circle you can with your arms. So you're really reaching back towards the wall behind you, then up above, down towards the floor, all the way back behind you, up above, and repeat. Big circle. Let's do 2 more. 1, and stop. All right. Shake out that arm. Let's do the other arm while the working arm rests. Okay, so now, same thing. Big circle. We're doing the other arm now, bringing that hand back behind you, reaching for that wall, and coming up towards the ceiling, going down towards the floor. Big circle. So 3 more. Big circle. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Okay, so for this next one, we need to scooch a little forward in our chair. So scoot forward, about middle of the chair, all right, not close to the edge. We don't want to fall out of the chair, all right? Feet are wide, okay, and we really need wide feet on this one. So widen your stance, move your feet outside the width of your chair, or at least the same width as the legs of your chair, right? Because it's going to provide a little stability. We're going to call these airplanes. Okay, so you can think of an airplane. My arms are the wings of an airplane. I am going to tilt down and dip. As one arm goes down towards the floor, the other arm is going to come up, and I'm actually leaning to the side. The challenge, if you can get there, is to touch the floor. And then the other arm is pointing up towards the ceiling. And now you're getting this lateral stretch and flexion going on. Come up using your core, right? We go to the other side. So tighten up your stomach, lean, tilt to the side. Come back up, tilt to the side. Other side now, right? The side that we began with. Again, engage your core. Flex your stomach. Nice and easy. Come down to the other side. And we're just going to go back and forth. Shifting side to side. Now you should feel the big stretch on this side. Again, thinking about your core. Keeping your tummy nice and tight. Let's do 2 more on each side, okay? So arms are straight, parallel to the ground. Lower one while we raise the other. Touch the floor if you can. Your legs are providing some type of support because we don't want to fall out of our chair. Other side. One more time. Tilt, drop. Last one, other side, tilting, lowering the hand to the ground, raising the other arm up towards the ceiling, and relax. Whew. Good work. Okay, let's work on our wrists. So now we're gonna do some range of motion, flexibility with our wrists. So just drawing circles with our hands, reverse, change direction. Change direction again. So now your fingers are like a paintbrush, drawing a circle. Big circle. Change directions. Now keep your arms out, extended in front of you, so your arms are straight. Straight out in front of you and parallel to the floor. Draw a circle. Coming in and away from each other. Come towards each other with your fingers and out and away. So in towards the middle, together, out, together. So we're moving in and out. Now reverse, go out, then in. While you're trying to keep your arms straight out in front of you, relax. Good job. So now we got to think. Again, we're always thinking, right? Exercise doesn't mean we stop thinking. Just thinking with our bodies and communicating and controlling our bodies in different ways. So we're going to do the finger exercise where we start with thumbs to index finger. Thumbs to index, thumb to middle. And work on the middle finger. Just continuously tapping thumb to the middle finger. Then go to your ring finger now. Thumb to middle finger, pinky, ring, middle, index. Now go to your pinky. Now go to your index. This is where the thinking comes into play. Middle. And as I call out the finger, you're doing them both on each side. And as soon as I call out that finger, that digit, you want to continuously tap, tap, tap on that finger. So the thumb is always tapping one of the other digits. So the thumb now is going to touch the ring finger. Or touch the ring finger. Right? So we're touching the ring finger continuously, repeatedly, right? As quick as you can. Index, quick. Pinky, quick. Middle, quick. Repeatedly touching, as quick as you can. Pinky. Ring, index, pinky, index, middle, pinky, ring, pinky, ring, pinky, ring, middle, index, middle, ring, middle, index, pinky, index, middle, index, pinky, ring, middle, ring, pinky, index, now your thumb. Well, what are you gonna do? Nah, that's it, it was a trick. That's it. Good job, bravo. We're almost there. Let's finish with some stretching. So I wanna start from bottom to top. So we're gonna start with our legs. So first things first, and when I say bottom to top, we're starting with the very bottom. So we're gonna start with our leg being fully extended out. heel down, toes pointing up. Now that leg that's fully extended out, let's say for example we're going to do our left leg. Knee is nice and straight, and your left hand, because it's the left leg, the left side of our body, that left hand is going to slide down the shin towards your ankle or your toes, whatever you can get to, really. Of course, remember, don't sit so close to the edge of your chair where you're falling out, right? We're in the middle of our chair, kind of close to the edge, but not that close where you're going to fall out. So just be mindful, be careful. Okay, so remember your leg is straight. Go down as far as you can. Okay, even if it's you're right at the shin and a little bit below your knee, that's okay. It's all relative. As long as you're feeling it in the back of your leg, right, the back of the thigh, the hamstring is what we're going for. Okay, now switch the other leg. So now I'm working on the right leg, which means my right hand is going to slide down my shin, grabbing wherever I feel comfortable. Right, so it's all relative to you. Whatever feels good for you is what you're gonna do. Reaching for the toes if you can, and just hold it. Keep your leg nice and straight. All right, nice and easy. Come up, and now you're gonna scooch back towards the back end of your chair. We're going to do another stretch, crossing our leg over and on top of the other leg. So this move has options. It's kind of challenging for some people to get their leg up. Not everyone has the hip mobility to do it. So the goal is to get here. If you can, you're getting your ankle a little bit offset your thigh. So it's a little bit outside the thigh, close to the kneecap. And you have to play with it and see what's comfortable for you, okay? So you have to rest that ankle on the thigh, close to the knee, not quite on top of the kneecap, but close to it, offset to the right, or edge, outer edge of your leg, your thigh. Then from here, you push down on that knee that is up and crossing over, the down leg. So this is the ultimate goal. This is what you want to get to. Now, if you can't get here, and you're kind of stuck here, and this is the best you can do, and your ankle's really hanging over, that's okay. Don't worry. Just hold on to your body. Hold on to your leg, wherever you need to. Keep it secure. And again, if that's really tough, and you just can't quite do it, and you're just working on crossing your leg, then you're here. And if this is too much, and you can't quite get there, because maybe you've had a prior hip issue or maybe a hip replacement, you're just crossing the feet at the ankles. And that's where you're at. So there's progressions and possibilities for everyone's ability. So it depends on where you're at and what you can do. So you have options, bottom to the middle to the very, very beginning stages of having to get that leg all the way up, pretty well bent. They call it the figure four because you're forming that shape of a number 4 with your legs, your upper legs. You're just holding on and you're just trying to stretch out your hips. You should feel it on that back end, that hip that's up, that leg, whatever leg is up, that back end hip. You should really feel it there. So my left leg is up and I feel some tightness on my left side, my left hip. That's okay, that's what we're going for. Other side, so again, you have progressions, you have options. You're either here, maybe a little bit right here, holding on, or you're getting to that really advanced stretch position where that ankle's in, hanging a little bit over the edge of your thigh, and you're pushing down on the knee. And so now my right leg is stretching, and so I'm feeling it on my right hip. All right, good job. Moving on, we're gonna stretch our lower backs now. So for this, you wanna sit really, really tall middle of your chair, so you kind of want to scooch away from the backrest of your chair. And you have options depending on the chair that you have. If your chair has armrests, use the armrest, and you're going to turn and twist to one side, grabbing your armrest with both hands. So I'm holding on with two hands, and I'm twisting to the left. So from here, I'm actually trying to push myself and pull myself actually. I'm actually pulling. I am pulling strong with my right arm, and I'm pushing a little bit with my left arm to help me turn. What I'm doing is giving my body leverage to stretch. So I'm trying to give myself a little extra added range of motion by utilizing the leverage in this chair in my body to help me twist and turn. Now, if you don't have an armrest on your chair, that's okay. You're going to grab your leg on one side, and then your hand is on the seat of the chair, and you're still using leverage. Pushing against your leg, pushing against the seat of your chair, giving yourself an opportunity to increase that range of motion and turn. But if you have that chair, use the arm. That's the best. You'll get the best leverage out of it. All right, other side. We've got to even out now. So you're rotating, turning to one side, the opposite side that you just did. Two hands down on the armrest of your chair. Twist, turn. Pull yourself with one arm, pushing and aiding to twist on the other. And then if you don't have that armrest, get that arm down on your leg, the outside part of your leg. Push and force yourself to turn away from your feet, away from your legs. You're twisting and turning. It's almost as if you're trying to look back behind you and you're using your arms, your chair to help you. Okay, good job. So now we're going to finish with our neck. Actually, I'm sorry, got ahead of myself. Arms. So one arm out in front. Cross that arm in front of your body to the outside. So right arm out, cross over to the left. Your left hand is going to push that elbow into your body. Okay, so it might sound a little tricky. I'm going to repeat it. Right arm out, cross it over to your left. Left hand onto your right elbow and bring your right arm in. Pull. So your left arm is assisting the stretch. And you're pulling your arm in towards your chest with your left arm. That right arm is just straight and out to the side. It's not doing anything. The tension is in your left arm, bringing it in and holding it there. So now we're going to switch over and we're going to do the left arm. So left arm out, cross over to the right. Right hand against that elbow, bring in your left arm. So again, the left arm is relaxing. Right arm is doing the work, pulling in that left arm. Okay, so now let's go back to the right arm. So we're going to think about touching the back of your head with your hand first. Okay? And so we're trying to point our elbow up towards the ceiling. If you're able to, and again, we're starting with the right hand behind your head, touching your head, the back of your head. So the right arm is bent, right hand is against the back of your skull. The free arm, the free hand, the left, if you're able to, you're going to pull and bring that arm behind your head. Right, so you're going to pull that right arm, trying to bring that elbow behind your head. And move your hand now, that was once behind the back of your skull, it should be moving down towards the spine. The fingers should be touching your spine. And if you can't do this, then you are pushing from below. So you're here. You're assisting from down here. Trying to push up. So you have options. Pick one that's best suited for your shoulder mobility and flexibility, range of motion, whatever you can handle. Pick a side and then switch. So now, left arm, left hand starts off behind the back of your head. Left elbow is pointing straight up. The right hand, the free hand, is gonna push that elbow up and assist you, right? And now that hand should be touching your spine, below the base of your neck. And if you're able, some are, some can't, and that's okay, do what you can. Grab that elbow and pull from up above. So you're either assisting from below or above. So you have options. Have options for both. Pushing from down below or up above. All right, now we can get into the neck. Okay, so relax your shoulders, sit tall, relax your arms, relax your hands, right? Relax your feet, do what feels comfortable with your legs, doesn't matter. For me, this feels comfortable. And now I'm just gonna drop one ear to the floor, or towards the top of my shoulder, in fact, right? So I'm thinking about bringing that ear right on top of my shoulder. And then to the other side. And now drop down. So chin is coming down to the floor. One more time to the side, bringing your ear to the top of your shoulder. Now on this next one, we're gonna look up and drop the head back so the chin comes up. Then go to the other side. And then drop the chin one more time. Look up. So now you're gonna look over your shoulder. We're twisting, we're turning, rotating the head. So you're trying to look behind you without moving our body. Body stays still. Think of an owl. Although we can't move our head quite like an owl, but think about that. Body still, look behind or over your shoulder. Hold it for a couple of seconds, then look forward again and go to the other side. Straight ahead, one more time to both sides. So go back to that side that you began with. Look over your shoulder, look behind you. Look forward. One more time, other side. And looking forward. Let's finish with some deep breathing and then we are done. All right, some big deep breaths. So we're gonna breathe in through our nose. Exhale through our mouth. So some big deep breathing. Let's breathe in. And exhale. So you want to take about 4 to 5 seconds to breathe in, then to breathe out. So 4 or 5 seconds inward breathing, then exhaling, okay? So try to follow my lead. Let's breathe deeply in. Now exhale. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in deep. Now exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. That's it. Bravo. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are all finished. I appreciate your time and your effort. Hopefully you were able to keep up and be able to do most of the moves. And as you continually do this video over and over again, you should be able to get better as far as the sequence and your flexibility, range of motion. And by the time you get used to it, hopefully there'll be another video for you to try, because you always want to create new ways of learning and new stimulus, right? So if we do the same routine over and over again, your body will plateau and it will no longer learn and adapt. So usually when that happens, there's going to be a new video for you to try. So thanks again. I hope you're staying healthy and safe. I miss hanging out with you, but I will see you again soon. This is only temporary. So remember, wash your hands, sanitize when necessary, and don't touch your face. Stay healthy. Love you, and see you soon. Bye.